Here's the veteran Greg Zuerlein as we are ready to start. And off we go from SoFi. Here's Darius Davis to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Tight end going in motion here. Here's Dobbins. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
And he puts his head down, and he picks up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Herbert. He connects with Disley. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that 1st quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now it's Dobbins. Good blocking to the 15. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown Chargers. Dicker good with the extra point. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. He'll send a tight end in motion right. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That one intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They send the tight end in motion. There is his tight end, Disley. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Here's a 3rd down and 4. A run with Dobbins.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
He's got it at about the 8. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. Slot receiver headed right. And he's in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, L.A. Point after now from Dicker. His kick is good. And the Chargers move out on top, 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, Rodgers. That's complete. It's Malachi Corley. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 1st down for Aaron. Into the middle. That's Corley. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Rodgers on 1st down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Corley. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Rodgers going up top again. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal.
To the goal line and in. Malachi Corley. Touchdown, New York. Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. He's got it. And the Jets are on the board. It's now 14-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Woo! They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Herbert now on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On play action now. Herbert. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum, because so far they've come out hot in this one.
On third and long, it's Herbert. He's going to take a shot down the field. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Adams. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. Throwing, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Now Rodgers. Open man, that's Adams. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it. It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And this opening kickoff doesn't reach the landing zone, hitting short of the 20, so that will move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Kirby Joseph there to make the play. Once again, it's Pacheco. Oh, yeah. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
I don't need to.
They'll run it here. It's Samaje Perine. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Yellow.
A run. It's Perine. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Go, come on! What's up?
Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Come on! We go, 76! 76! Hey, come on!
From the gun, it's Goff. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
76! 76! We go! 76! 76! 76! Oklahoma! 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 76!
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. A high throw over the middle, that's taken in. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
Super! Hot! Hey, Shell! Shell! 11! 11! What's that?
To throw is Goff. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Now it is 1st and goal.
Yellow, yellow.
Here's a run. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Samaje Perine. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
On the return, it's Williams. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Goff. He finds Raymond for the completion. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. On 2nd down, Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
17.
On 1st down, it's Goff. This is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Yellow. Hey, color. My time.
Mahomes on 1st down. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Easy. My time.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Rice open. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field.
Yellow. My time.
1st down throw. Mahomes. To the left side. Caught by Kelsey. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
Yellow. My time.
Throwing again. It's Mahomes. That's taken in by the running back, Piron. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Come back.
Mahomes now to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Whoa. Value 1. Value 3. Value 2.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. 3rd and
Listen. Now you won.
Here's Goff. Going up top. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Joshua Williams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman. And our EA Sports halftime report. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check.
Now, Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. A 2nd down throw for Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down. Now Goff. Open net. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It's picked up by one of his teammates. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a 1st down. Goff gives it to Gibbs. A hit, and he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Here's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. From the gun, it's Goff. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Goff to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
This one caught at the 4. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only...
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. Now how about this? It's a fake. He runs with it. And he will get in. And they take the lead by 1 on top 8-7. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the carry is P-Ron. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. The Lions call their first timeout. Second and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Rice. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Yellow. 15. Hey, 57.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. Well, you find yourself in field goal range. If it's successful, you take the lead. But they're thinking they want to put this game on the backs of their offense. They decide to go for it and fail. But the real story is, what a stand by this defense.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And 3rd down coming up.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Kansas City. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Jordan Poyer has it. New set of downs for him at the 38. Motion man sent left. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
From the 32. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Get set. Funny, TX.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Drifted near that upright, but he gets it to go. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Wait. Yellow. Right side.
Play action, Mahomes. Finds a man, right side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Again, Mahomes to throw. Kelsey makes the catch. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now it's the 1st carry for Isaiah Pacheco. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Zach Sealer there to bring him down. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Kansas City. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, get set.
Two and out from the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the... That's complete inside the 35-yard line. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins need only one to take the lead. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Sanders all set to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And look at this return. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Rolling out to his left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it near the 10. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Shotgun handoff to P-Ron. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. To the air, Mahomes. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
40, yellow.
Now it's Mahomes. He's got it. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Reed now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
21G.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Clock running, Dolphins will hurry to the line. From the 38. That's caught, Devon Achane. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. This finds Smith. And that's good for a gain of 5. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 21 TA.
Here's Tua again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Nick Bolton has it. And the Chiefs get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
First down throw, Mahomes. Flush down out to his left. Looking left, throwing. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. From the left hash, 34 yards away. Up and good from Blankenship. And they've taken back the lead. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Hill now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
Let's go. 21G.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Good. Roll.
gun. Tagovailoa launches one deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead. Sanders all set to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Okay.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. To the right, and intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Dolphins take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Right to the air is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play 1.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. They'll run again with Pirine. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying for it with Pirine. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 46 yards. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, He can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. That ball caught. It's Rice. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll get 34 yards there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. P-Ryan is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 64 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Goff looking to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Rice. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Pacheco gets it up the gut. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 29 yards. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it 21-8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now they'll come up 2nd and 7.
We're good.
Goff now looks to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's caught at the 1.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And
the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S, Jets, well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Greg Zuerlein out for the opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. D. Eskridge to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Tua taken right to the air. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. DJ Reed brings him down that time. Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on third. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
32 stands. Hey, 21 team. Solo left Zion.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. He fires one deep down the left side. This is brought in at the 15. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Running left, here's A-Chain. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll stick with A-Chain. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
21G, 21G.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Has it in close. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Sending a receiver left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's a pickup of a yard, and that is how our first quarter will end. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from MetLife coming right up. We're back for the second quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Dolphins get the game's first points here in the second. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Dolphins leaving the offense out there as they try for a 2-point conversion. They motion the tight end over. Tagovailoa will look to throw. It's caught for 2, and that's going to be an 8-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And look at this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing to start it off. This will be caught by Adams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. Conklin brings it in. And they get this down to the 28. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on first down, Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets finish off their opening drive. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets don't try to match them right away as we start out with an 8-7 ball game. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Dolphins driving. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Help!
First down, here's Tua. He's got Smith. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st down, Tagovailoa to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here's Tua again. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find a home there. This one intended for the running back. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Hey, 21 here.
Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. He's throwing deep to the left side.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
He's right, no! Snap. 21G. Solo left Zion.
Now with the play clock running down, Mike McDaniel signals for a timeout. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
Watch it, Oscar. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Let's go. 21G, 21G.
Here's Tagovailoa again. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Chuck Clark has it. And the Jets will gain possession up beyond their own 20 after a nice return. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Rodgers here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jordan Poyer has it. And the Dolphins return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jets make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He's back to throw. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Here comes the final play of our 1st half. A final throw before the break. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Wangu now to return. Return's looking good so far. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the 2nd half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this 2nd half.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action, Rodgers. Flushed out of the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Adams. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They start the half with a give to Hall. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up here. They give on 2nd to Hall. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Working quickly here. Hall with the 1st and still going. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and...